I really wish I lived in Florida. This is my 1996 Chevy Tahoe, and I'm proud of it. I'm a patriot. These are my two trucks. My Republican truck that represents our soldiers that died for our freedom and what it means to be an American. And my custom running board lights. This is light bar number 1. Now we're gonna turn on all 3 lighting bars at the same time. Illuminate all 3 lighting bars. $18,000 lumens in the Chevy Tahoe. I take a lot of pride in what I do. I take a lot of pride in the work that I do in my trucks. This truck was owned by a friend of mine whose friends fought in the Vietnam War. So I have individualistic remote control light here. But this is the full power. In broad daylight, you can see the power that I have in my off-road lights. Now we're going to check out the running board lights. These are my voltage inverters that manifest my artistic passions in reality. My running board lights here. Tailgate light. Right here. And now we're just going to check out the sound system in this Chevy Tahoe. God, it's really cold out here. What the radio's got to offer us. Oh yeah, Naked Eyes. Let's check that out. The voltage inverter is kind of warming up now, so. Let's try another channel. It's all good. I'm an 80s kid. I'm 50 years old. I love my Chevy Tahoe. There's always a woman out there that will love me for supporting our real country and our real president and what it means to be an American. Supporting our freedom. Give the voltage inverter a rest here. The sound quality would be much better right now if it wasn't so cold. Just warming up the Chevy Tahoe. Blinkers are working good. And this video is for Facebook, my wonderful Chevy Tahoe. My beautiful truck that supports our country and what it means to be an American and to support the United States Constitution. This blinking light represents our soldiers that died for our country and our freedom. Not that anyone cares about it. It's all forced vaccinations in the media. How many people in Great Britain have a beautiful truck like I have? A truck that supports our country and our real president who won the election. What a beautiful truck. And now, we're going to turn on all the power, the lights of my truck, the lights that represent the Republican Party and what it means to be a true American patriot. These lights in my Chevy Tahoe at 20,000 lumens represent the lights of the Republican people, the light to separate fact from fiction. These lights in my truck, there's not one truck in Great Barrington that has the power of the lighting that I have in my Chevy Tahoe. The Republican people, the Republican light, support what it means to be an American, our country. This truck represents our veterans that died for our freedom. Not mandates, not forced vaccinations, but our freedom. These three lights that you're looking at here, these three lights were the light of the Republican people and what it means to support our freedom. Not false propaganda, not mandates, not forced vaccinations, but only one thing, freedom for all humanity. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. These three lights in my truck represent freedom for humanity. We own our own body, and our body is owned by us, not the federal government. These lights represent the light of Jesus Christ, the light for freedom for all human body. We have the right to govern what goes in our bodies. Our body belongs to us, not the government. We have the right to decide whether we take a vaccine or not. And this Chevy Tahoe, this represents the light of Christ, the light of good versus evil. And these lights represent the light of Christ, the light of what it means to be Americans, the light of truth, the light of not having to listen to the media. This bright light is the bright light of God supporting us and determining what goes in our bodies. We have the right to choose whether we take a vaccine or not. We have the right to choose to be with our families and our friends. The government does not own our bodies. The government does not own us. And this blinking light right here, that blinking light is the blinking light of our soldiers that died for that freedom that we take for granted. That top light. What you're looking at right now is 20,000 lumens. The lumens of our patriots that have died for everything that means to be an American. Everything that means for our soldiers. You think it's funny? I had my family members, my stepfather lost his friend for the Vietnam War. My stepfather, William Yarmer, saw his best friend died in Vietnam for our freedom. His last words said, "William, please tell my parents that my blood was not shed in vain. My blood was shed for freedom, for all humanity." That's what this truck represents. The man that sold me this truck, David, was a good man. He had people that fought for their freedom. This is a patriotic truck. It represents hard labor and what it means to be an American. Freedom for ourselves, freedom for our children, our families, and future generations. And when that light blinks, that blinking light is the blood that our soldiers have put out for our freedom in the United States Constitution. Thank you for watching. I want to wish all my friends on Facebook a very happy, successful week. I'm not a bad person. My name is Derek Aiken. I'm a Republican. I stand up for our United States Constitution, the right to gather, the right to peacefully assemble, the things that our forefathers died for. These are the elements that make America great, and this is why it's so important to stand up for these freedoms. Thank you for watching. My pleasure with all my Facebook friends.